Hey guys and gals, today's video is about overclocking and how to do it. Let's get into it. Key reasons overclock: enhance performance. Overclocking increases the clock speed of components like the CPU and GPU beyond their factory settings. Better gaming experience for gamers. Faster frames, smoother gameplay, reduced stuttering, better graphics, things like that. After that is faster productivity. This is mostly for content creators or someone who works on their computer. It's nice, but I mean, it's not the be all done all type thing. So it's a better workflow. Cost effective. Upgrade instead of purchasing expensive new hardware. Overclocking allows you to squeeze more power out of your current components, which can be more budget friendly. Extending hardware lifespan. Though relevant, while overclocking can technically reduce a component's life, the performance boost can help older systems keep up with modern software. Optimizing RAM, adjusting RAM settings via Expo profiles, which is technically a form of overclocking. It is, kind of often you forget it. I'm going to show you a little bit in the MSI Afterburner, not the BIOS. Learning hobbies and interests for PC enthusiasts. Disclaimer: Notice of risk and liability. Overclocking involves operating hardware, CPU, GPU, RAM at speeds and voltages beyond the manufacturer's factory specifications. This process can cause permanent damage to your components, showing their lifespan and void your manufacturer's warranty. The information in this video is provided for educational and informative purposes only. Every system is unique, and settings that work for one PC may cause instability or failure on another. Proceed at your own risk. By following any of the techniques shown, you assume full responsibility for any damages to your hardware or loss of data. PC-wise from the ashes, it's not liable for any direct or indirect damages resulting from the use of this content. Prerequisites. These are the programs we're going to need for overclocking. We're gonna do the HW Windows Information 64-bit or HW Monitor. Tuning is AMD Ryzen Master 4 CPU, that's mine. Intel is the other ones. MSI Afterburner is GPU. Stress testing is Cinebench for the CPU, and OCCT, that's the one I use in the video. Stress testing GPU. We use Superposition and Heaven. I don't have 3D Marker or Full Mark, but I do have the other two. A step-by-step plan for your PC. You can look at it. I'm not going to keep this on screen long. I recommend recovery plan and always prioritize safety if you don't feel like it's safe. These are for your GPU. These steps, you can follow them. I'm going to still show you how to do a lot of this, but if you follow these steps, you should be fine. Now, I do recommend still looking at your specific GPUs and always aim lower and then slowly go higher. These are the specs for my specific GPU that I have. So I'm going to target these and I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, again, I do recommend doing lower than it recommends. Okay, so we're going to open MSI. We're going to open settings and we're going to make sure voltage control is unlocked. So unlock voltage control and monitoring. Yep, they're clicked. So we hit OK. So we're going to hit Control F to open the Corvette tool. Or you can just hit the Corvette tool button. I'll show you later. Now you're going to go to the 900 because that's my specific CPU. And we're going to hold shift and drag it all the way up to 1900. So we're going to try to get as close as possible. And I got 1902. Okay. Hit the square next to it. And we're going to hold shift to drag this. It's a little tricky. Make sure it's the one after 900 or your source box. Hits Enter and Shift twice in a row at the same time. It should flatten out like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick that we have the curve applied, and we're going to hit Apply, and we're going to hit Corvette tool to just double check. And yes, it's staying the same. So after that, we have the lock on. We're going to open OCCT. We're going to do a 3D adaptive graphics card stability test. We're going to see how well that does. I have for 30 minutes on steady and extreme. Hit start and have that pop up. Now, after the 30 minutes, we have no errors detected. So our highest temp was 82.38 Celsius. Hotspot temperature was 95 Celsius. Pretty normal for a benchmark test for half an hour. Thermal limit was 83. We're going to open Heaven's benchmark. We're going to run the program since nothing happened in our OCCT GPU test. So right here, go top left, hit benchmark. Right here, the program crashes for me, even though I got no errors in OCCT. So what I do is I go back to my default settings, which you can do by hitting 1 or 2 in the user program. I lock it once I have the right settings. So what I do is I hit apply. Bottom left is the Windows thing. Once you have the white setup, you want to light that up because that'll be stored up. So it means every time your computer turns on, that it starts up with these settings. But before you do that, you need to find the right settings. So lower your voltage or whatever it is and find the correct settings you need for getting the better frames. So just do what we did earlier, drag it a little lower, do everything a little lower, and see how it goes. So right here, I went ahead and benchmark again after I changed all the settings. I didn't want to bore you guys with all that. I'm trying to do this video quickly. So this is my score, which was better than my 450. So I'm very pleased with that, and I'm going to show you guys what to do after this. Next, we're going to open superposition benchmark because we need to run 2 benchmarks to make sure it's good. This was the final score. It never even crashed on me. I was very pleased with that. And one last test to make sure everything's okay. We're going to go back and open OCCT and run another GPU test. I did 15 minutes this time just because I didn't want to stay setting for 30 minutes, honestly. This is my CPU, Ryzen 5 series. These are the steps you're going to take for it. So I'm going to make sure that you know that you need to look up your specific CPU and always aim lower than the recommended settings for overclocking. You always want to aim lower and then slowly move up. Now, here's the way you do this. Open your CPU manager, AMD Ryzen for me because I have AMD, Intel for you if you have Intel. Now go to settings, test duration, you're going to want to be 120 on the seconds because you want to make sure your CPUs can last long in this. You can do all or memory or CPU. I personally do CPU only. All is also good. Do not just do memory though. So go to Curve Optimizer, hit all cores. It says -30, which is not what we're going to be set at. Also the 5 means it's -25. We're going to start Optimizer. This is going to test it and make it optimize on what it suggests. So now that that's done, we're going to close all our programs and shut down. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes for this to be. After all CPU is optimized, we're going to test it again for any errors in OCCT. So after this, I have no errors whatsoever at the 30-minute mark, and that's very good. I'm very happy with that. The temps are looking great. The voltage is looking good. So that is all I'm going to do. And now I'm going to enter the BIOS and show you how to do that. Enter BIOS, try and find overclock settings. These are the warnings. You have either a overclock setting itself or it's under advanced. You're going to want to look for precision boost overdrive or to be sure for PBO. You want to go to advanced settings, not just enable advanced. And you're going to want to go to Curve Optimizer. After Curve Optimizer, I still recommend going a little lower than what it suggested because you never want to just, go too hard and push everything too hard. So I'm going to go negative. You can technically go positive if you have more voltage and you want to overclock with the voltage, but negative is also better because it's less temps, it's more stability and stuff. So you're gonna hit save and exit, and you're going to double check if it did make the change. You're gonna save configuration and restart. Into BIOS again, make sure that it all saved. I just want to let you guys know that if there were any crashes or anything, that I do have a link in the description called Undervolting Your PC. I do have this link because I go over ways to fix your BIOS or your GPU settings, and I even chaptered the video seeing where everything is. So you guys can just click the video and find where it is. It should be easy and quick, but I hope you guys the best of luck. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is very interesting stuff. It's kind of risky, but a lot of people think it's worth it for better performance and everything. Also, it's very interesting just finding out all these settings and everything. I think it's fun to find out more things about PC. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, many blessings.